Hi, welcome to My Lady, My Laptop, in My Living Room, Episode 8. And what you just heard was an original tune I wrote called 2 Corinthians 7:10. That song was inspired in part by those scriptures in the Bible, 2 Corinthians, actually passages 9 through 11. But I didn't have a title, so I just call it 2 Corinthians 7:10. And I say in part because it was also inspired by this guitar, which I affectionately call Ava, and she is an Avalon concert body, and she's the newest of the three, and I've had her about a little less than a year. And you know, when you get a new guitar, sometimes you get inspired, and that's exactly what happened. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this lovely little lass that hails from Avalon, Ireland. Very fond of Irish guitars and their tone. I'm kind of drawn to their signature tone, which is a little open and airy, and you might enjoy them too. So let me tell you a little bit about her. She is a concert body. Okay, so if you can kind of get an idea of the size, it's kind of like a 00 designation around that body style. And the wood designation for this guitar is the S201, which is your East Indian rosewood. And you can see the lovely little gold and chocolate lines, beautifully done, all solid wood. Avalon does a wonderful job. And you can kind of get a little bit of the depth and thickness and those beautiful wood bindings. Not ornate, simple but lovely. Western red cedar top, ebony bridge and bridge pins with a tusk saddle, and then a simple wooden rosette. Ebony fingerboard, and then it has an rosewood headstock, lovely gold tuners, and I love the black kidney bean buttons on these Grover tuners. Very nice. And you can kind of get an idea of the mahogany neck and a nice profile. It's not a chunky neck, it's full but not chunky. And it's not flat fretboard either. It's kind of got a little bit of a arch to it. And what's really nice is this nut. Not this nut, this nut. It's I believe it's tusk too, and it's a 44 millimeter. So if you think the 42 or the 1 11/16 is too narrow, or the 45, which would be the 1 3/4, too wide, you might just like this one right in between. I think it's lovely, and I really enjoy it. And so there you have it, original tune featuring this lovely little lass, Ava, as I call her. And what a better way to baptize a new guitar than with a new song. And I couldn't think of a better beverage, because what do you baptize with? Water. And you can have as much of that as you want. I have to say thank you to the Avalon folks on the forum, because in my purchasing this guitar, they were very encouraging, because these are not easy to come by in the States over here. And so I found this at a lovely little place in Coshocton, Ohio. I saw it on the internet at Wildwood Music. Don and Marty, they did a nice job in telling me about the guitar a little bit, and I tried it for 2 days and obviously purchased it. Wonderful. But I also did a lot of research, and the Avalon Forum was very helpful. So if you're in the market for a guitar, I'd highly consider the Avalon group. If you're like that kind of sound, it's a little bit different, and it's beautiful. And there's a wealth of information there on the forum, and the wonderful people that'll help you there that encouraged me. And I would encourage you to stop by the forum and read some of the posts from fellas like the guru over there, Gray Picker, who's an awesome guitar player and a wealth of knowledge, very informative and very helpful. And if you're interested in purchasing one, you can contact JB on the forum there as well. Other wonderful members that I appreciate their help and helping me out when I needed some encouragement as to whether to buy or not. It was Rocksteady and Mike 450 and Muttley, funny guy. And if you want to hear somebody really play an Avalon guitar and really make it hum, check out Rick Jones. He plays a beautiful Avalon guitar, and he's a wonderful player as well. So I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate Avalon. They're not endorsing me or nothing like that. I just want to give them props, because I really love this little guitar. And as you can tell, it has a nice sound. It's a small guitar. It's a nice little couch guitar, very comfortable to play, but pretty loud for a small guitar. And it's hard to get a lot of bass out of a small body, but this one has a pretty nice balanced. Alright, so I thank you for listening tonight to my lady on my laptop in my living room. And remember, may He put a new song in your heart